What's going on, YouTube? This is Darklight coming at you with another Q&A video, and man, guys, I am just exhausted right now. I have to will myself to make these videos. I want to make these videos, but I'm just so tired. And that's for two reasons. It's, for one, at work, it is retail in the Christmas season. As you probably already know, retail gets slammed around the Christmas season. I'm an overnight stalker, so our trucks have been absolutely massive, just wall to wall of freight. And it just takes me all night just moving, working my butt off, and I still barely get done on time. I've been having to stay late the last couple of days. I'm just sore all over. I just cannot get enough sleep. But for two, as I told you in the last Q&A video, I've been playing the crap out of Final Fantasy 15 in any given chance that I can. I actually have been playing 15 for the last couple hours up until me having to stop and be like, okay, I really need to get on making this video. So here it is, your Q&A video for this week. What else has been going on? So I'm finally able to do some Christmas shopping this week. I have been just too dead broke to do any Christmas shopping for the last several checks, but finally, have the funds to do so this week. Hopefully I'll get some Christmas shopping done tomorrow or this weekend. I've also been watching some Christmas movies lately to really try to get me in that Christmas spirit, because the last couple weeks have just been kind of down the dumps. I really hadn't been feeling Christmas yet, even though it's just a couple more weeks until Christmas. But I think that Christmas shopping and watching some Christmas movies will really do me some good. Fill me with that holiday joy and that feeling of togetherness. I really need to spend some time with friends and everything, because that's what Christmas is all about, right? Being with the people that you love and seeing the smiles on their faces. So I think that I could really use a big dose of that Christmas spirit. So I'm curious as to if you guys are in the Christmas spirit yet, or if you guys have managed to do all your holiday shopping yet. I would like to know what's going on in your lives, and maybe you don't celebrate Christmas, or maybe you celebrate something else. Maybe you celebrate Yule or Hanukkah or whatever. But whatever you celebrate, let me know if you're in the mood, if it's hitting you yet. Or maybe you don't celebrate anything at all. Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to know more about you guys. My good buddy Zai over at Metal Coat Gaming hooked me up with an Elgato HD capture card to play around with, and maybe with that I can hopefully in the near future do some Let's Plays from my PS4 Pro. So it's not a brand new one, it's not the HD 60 or anything, but until I can upgrade, hopefully it'll tide me over. We'll see how the quality of the videos come out and everything. I'm going to be playing around with that in the next few days. So, maybe with that, I can get some Let's Plays done through my console in the near future. Maybe. Hopefully my computer can handle it. It is a decent computer, but I've never done any kind of recordings from console yet, so hopefully I don't run into any hiccups with that. I know I'm going to have to sync my webcam and my audio with it, because I think from recording from capture card there's like a delay or something for a couple seconds, and I know it's just going to be a pain in the butt to try to match up everything with the gameplay of the video, so hopefully it won't be too bad. So that's pretty much all that's been going on in my life lately, but you guys aren't here for that. What you guys are here for is to hear some of the answers I have to some of the questions that you guys asked me in the last Q&A video that I posted up last Friday. So let's get right into it. Wargamer Sean says, "Cool video, man. I have Titanfall 2 and I have yet to play it. I've been playing Skyrim Remastered, I can speak today, instead. I would like to play Skyrim Remastered eventually. It's just not very high on my priority list because I have already played through Skyrim a couple of times, and I know that the graphics are really improved and it looks really great, but they didn't add any quests or anything or items, and I wish they would have just added more content to the game instead of just making it look better. And it was a really pretty world already, and it is really cool to see like how much more beautiful it can become. But it's just that's not enough for me to bring me back right away. So I do eventually want to get around to it. But he does ask, what are your plans for the holidays? Well, of course we have our normal Christmas morning with my nieces and my brother and my sister-in-law. But we also every year we have a big group Thanksgiving, group Christmas, and we've been planning that for a bit. So I'm really excited to be able to spend Christmas with my friends. Around that time, I also finally have some extended time off at work, so I will get a chance to rest up a little bit. I'll be able to play some Final Fantasy 15. and just recharge my batteries. I do plan on still making my videos for that week, of course, because I want to keep on putting out content for you guys. But I might do one less video that week just to take a little bit of a break. But I want to do something special for one of my videos. I just don't know what I want to do yet. I've been trying to look at some indie games to play for you guys, or some kind of Christmas-related games. If you know any Christmas-related games, or something that I could play that screams Christmas, let me know. I've been looking for something special to play for Christmas. So there is that. So yeah, that's pretty much the plans that I have for Christmas. Wolf Brother Mythos says, fantastic episode, my brother. For next week, fill in the blank with as many answers as necessary. It's not Christmas without blank. Much love and stay frosty, Wolf Brother Mythos. There are several things that we do every year for Christmas. It's tradition. For one, I make these awesome cookies that I had ever since childhood. They're Danish wedding cookies, or snowball cookies, or whatever you want to call them. And the reason that I make them every year is because when I was a kid, my mother would always make a bunch of for my father, my donor, and we'd always have some around the house during the holidays. And it's just tasting those cookies are like a nostalgic thing. They remind me of my childhood. They remind me of my youth. So it's the taste and smells. It just brings back so many memories. So I make them every single year. At one point, a few years ago, or several years ago, not just a few. I realized that I hadn't had my mom's Danish wedding cookies in several years, and I decided, instead of waiting for her, asking her to make some, I just tried to make them myself, and I found out I can make them pretty freaking good. So yeah, that's one thing I do every year. I make several batches of those. Also, we watch A Christmas Story every year. We used to watch it we used to have it on the TV all day long on Christmas every year. But we kind of evolved past that. There are several other Christmas movies we like to watch. One of which was more recent, like a few years ago. I watched a Muppets Christmas Carol, and I really love, for some reason, that iteration of A Christmas Carol. So I've tried to make it a big deal to watch it every single year. It's my favorite iteration of A Christmas Carol. I just love it. I don't know why. What else do we do every year for Christmas? Oh, it's not Christmas unless we hear the Chipmunks Christmas song. We actually have the whole Chipmunks Christmas album, the old one that came out a long time ago, and we always listen to that while we're opening up presents. That's a tradition that we've had every year, me and my brother. Yeah, I think that's all the Christmas traditions I can think of. That it's not Christmas without. So yeah, there is that. Tattoo for you, Richard. Sup, Richard? He says, awesome Q&A. Apparently I never asked a question last week. I suck. Well, it's okay, dude. I understand. You live a busy life. You have a family, and you run a channel, and you put out content every day. So I understand if you miss a week here and there. But I really appreciate when you do, and I appreciate that you watch my videos. I'd probably break up your weekly Let's Play to keep people drooling. Our cats love boxes. Question, what's the funniest game I've ever played? Oh, that one's tough. I played a lot of funny games. I really love Katamari Damacy. That's a really funny and just randomly fun game. Whenever I heard about it, it's just, you're a little guy pushing around a thing and you're picking stuff up, and it just sounds really basic, but it's a lot of fun. You're picking up little paper clips at first, and you're rolling up little bitty things, and you just roll up bigger and bigger things until you're the size of a planet, rolling around picking up other planets and stars. So it's a fun game. It's randomly funny, the things that the king says to you and stuff like that. I really love Portal and Portal 2. I laugh so hard playing through those. They're really great games. I think that's probably one of the funniest games I've played. One game that I really, really love the humor in is the Disgaea series. I think there's 5 installments in Disgaea right now. And I just really love the humor in it. It's an RPG that does not take itself seriously at all. You can go up to level 9,999. Your stats can go into the billions, and you can start doing like millions of damage, tens of millions of damage in your attacks, and you're using attacks that like you punch somebody to the moon or shatter reality or cut the dimension in half. It's ridiculous. You're like usually you're trying to become the overlord of one of the underworlds in it. So it's a really good RPG series. It's one of my favorites. So do me a favor and check it out if you're into that kind of thing. I think it's definitely one of the most hilarious game series that I've ever played. So that's not his only question. His other question is, what is my favorite part? What is my favorite part of living in Texas? Well, I can tell you what is not my favorite part of living in Texas: the heat. I hate the heat in Texas. I hate how hot it gets. I lived for 10 years in North Carolina, where we had, real seasons. It was warm in the summer and cold in the winter, and spring and fall were somewhere in the middle. I was born in Germany, so that was a bit colder. But Texas is just, it gets so hot, and I hate the heat. I hate being hot. So, I do not like Texas for that reason, but there are a couple reasons I do like Texas. One of my favorite things so far about Texas is, unlike the other places I've lived, you have a more diverse kind of population. In North Carolina, we lived in a small town, and in small towns you have niches. So you're either like fit in to those certain niches, or you're just like outcasts. And I was definitely that like outcast type. I was very different than everybody else, so I was picked on a lot and stuff like that. They were very religious, and they were like the popular kids and the preps and the jocks, and everybody knows everybody. So if you'll always be remembered for being a certain way. It's like almost impossible to change your image in a small town like that. But yeah, unlike everywhere else I've lived, in Texas they have a much more diverse like population. So whenever I went to school in Texas, I was accepted by several different groups. I made a lot more friends in Texas. I make friends a lot more easily here. So people are just more friendly. I don't know. You're also more passionate and more aggressive, and but at the same time, there are a lot more friendly people. Also, the food. I really like the food in Texas. You get barbecue and stuff like that. There's anything you really want in the area that I live is within reach. You can get pretty much anything that you want. But also, there's A-Kon, the anime convention that we go to every year in Dallas. So that I love that I live close enough to have the opportunity to go to that every year with my friends. It is a lot of fun, and I would love to have you guys experience something like that with us one day. I know that you have some trouble getting around, but it'd be cool if you were able to join us one year. Das Rot Kushrinata left a comment for me, but I can't really read that out loud to you guys just in case you have not played the Mass Effect trilogy yet, because it does contain spoilers about that. But he does talk a little bit about the deaths that impacted him as well. He agreed with some of my choices, and he also says, enjoying the channel, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Daz, for all your support. I know you've been supporting my channel ever since the beginning. I really appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Zanman says, "A." So yeah, A back to you. Idic Beer 40K says, "Great episode. Thanks for answering my new question. No problem at all. I love to spread the video game love." So maybe I can pull in some people that aren't used to gaming and maybe get them a little bit more interested in it. What is your favorite superhero? And if you could have one superhero power, which one would it be? I think I've mentioned this before, but my favorite superhero definitely is Doctor Strange. Whenever they said they were coming out with a Doctor Strange movie, I was so super excited, and I really loved the movie. I can't wait to see more. I love magic, and I love mages, and Doctor Strange is just such an epic hero to me. He's definitely one of my very favorite superheroes. I think he is my absolute favorite. But if I could have one superhero power, it would probably be the ability to teleport anywhere that I could picture or think of. In a very similar manner as Jumper. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Jumper, but the first time he teleports, he's looking at a picture and just ends up where that picture is. But all you have to do really is be able to visualize that place. And as you guys know, I have always wanted to travel the world. That's one of my big dreams, is to be able to travel. And to be able to just pop in wherever I want and whenever I want would be awesome. Alright, that's all the questions that you guys had for me this week. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really didn't have a lot of questions this week, so if you guys have any more questions for me, please do not hesitate to drop me those questions down in the comments below, and I will get to answering them in next week's Q&A Friday video. I want to give a huge shout out to my little bestie Ava. She's Richard at Tattoo For You's littlest daughter. She's like my #1 fan, and I just want you to know, Ava, that I have not forgotten about you. Thank you so much for watching and being a big fan. And I don't know if you've been able to watch my most recent series, but I am about to start a couple brand new series, so hopefully you'll be able to start watching one of the series that I have coming up. So thank you. I miss you guys so much, and thank everyone for watching, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button down below. It really means a lot more to me, you guys know. And do me a favor, drop a few comments too, even if they're not questions. I love hearing from you guys. I just love chatting with you guys. It just really makes my day. I mean, comments are huge to us, especially being a small YouTuber myself. I love getting that communication back and forth with you guys. I really love it. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you guys know that I would love to have you guys as a member of the Darklight family, and I hope that we'll continue this YouTube journey together again very soon. And until then, as always, may your dreams light your darkest hour, and I'll see you next time.